What have you two movies here? Now, since I am doing my reviews for the Halloween movies because of the release of Halloween Kills, here is my review for Halloween 3: Season of the Witch. Now, there's a bit. Now, I am going to be doing my reviews for the Halloween movies with my Michael Myers mask, except for this one, because major reason why is because it's a Halloween movie that doesn't feature Michael Myers at all, which I'm like, I remember when I first saw this movie, I was so interested in checking out a third Halloween movie to see more Michael Myers in action. Then I went ahead and watched this movie. I believe I watched it maybe like on the Chillin' Network years ago, and I remember being so disappointed that I did not see Michael Myers slaying people. I'm like, why call this thing Halloween 3 if Michael Myers isn't in it? I've always found that to be interesting, like pretty disappointing. But of course, this song will give you that song, Mr. Sandman. Of course, yeah, that song gets in my head all the time. Every time you should watch this. Now, this movie is, of course, directed by Tommy Lee Wallace, who's also done some other stuff here and there. Like he did John Carpenter's Vampires. He did Fawn Justice. He even did the original It, which is really definitely an iconic one. He did Fright Night Part 2. So he sounds, and he was of course a film editor on the original Halloween. So I guess I can see why they brought him on to do this. But anyway, now Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, pretty much premiered all the way back. Yeah, pretty much all the way back in 1983. Pretty much it got released about 1982. It actually got released like a year after Halloween 2, by the way. So there's that. Anyway, now in Halloween 2, you got it's pretty much where like this hospital emergency room doctor named Dr. Donald Den Callis, played by Tom Atkins, and Helen Grimbridge, played by Stacey Nielsen, who are the daughter of a murder victim, and they uncover like this terrible plot by small town Mass Kono Contra, played by Dano Harlity, who's like this madman who's playing on who's pretty much playing this Halloween mass murder, utilizing an ancient Celtic ritual here. And so the ritual also revolves around this boulder that is stolen from the Stonehenge, and the use of this silver shamrock masses, and a triggering device that contains that are contained in a television commercial, and they are designed to kill millions of kids, believe it or not. So they pretty much want to kill kids. Yeah, while Mike Myers mostly want to kill just babysitters, he rarely doesn't even kill kids, But that's what we got with us. I mean, from what I've seen, it looks like there are going to be Halloween Kills, like Halloween 3 Easter eggs in the new Halloween movie. So I guess there's that. There is actually Mike Myers like Easter egg stuff in this, but that's pretty much all you get here. I mean, you not see Mike Myers slaying people. This movie, to be honest, so there are actually people who do like this film, and that's cool. To me, it's the worst Halloween movie in my opinion. I mean, I even liked Halloween Resurrection, believe it or not, and I even quite enjoy Rob Zombie's Halloween. But Season of the Witch, I was not a fan of. The violence in this thing was not as good as violence that Mike Myers put out. It's a bit of a mess. The script just isn't so great. I mean, I do admire that they tried to put this thing in a different direction, but I mean, I think they should just call it Season of the Witch instead of just call it Halloween 3. To be honest, yeah. I mean, you do of course have some really decent cast members, like Tom Atkins is a cool actor, John Terry, Nancy Keys, Micah Kern, but you don't even have like any of the original major cast members, like Donna Pleasance is not in this. Uh, so yeah, I mean, this movie just pretty much takes place in the Halloween universe, but it has nothing to do with Mike Myers. Only part stuff here from Halloween we see is pretty much Jamie Lee Curtis as the voice of this curfew announcer, and the voice of this telephone provider, as well as Laura Strode, in this like archive footage here. Then we also got Michael Myers in some footage as well, but he's not physically in the movie. Uh, yeah, I mean, I don't know what they were thinking with something like this. This will be like doing a Nightmare on Elm Street without Freddy, or maybe a Child's Play without Chucky. This Now Friday the 13th gets a pass because that's pretty much Jason's mother. So that there takes a pass. I know people's gonna be like, oh, but Friday the 13th, the original Friday the 13th didn't have Jason. Yeah, that one takes a pass because, like I said, Jason's technically still a character in that, and yeah, so that there takes a pass. But still, Halloween 3, I mean, yeah, the script I just thought was pretty atrocious. It did not hardly have any great scares, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, I just did not really quite like this film at all. It is a bit of a boring film, to be honest, as well. Uh, I mean, this makes me even appreciate Halloween 4 because at least that Mike Myers finally came back. So we pretty much did not really see Mike Myers fully on screen until Halloween 4 got released a couple years after. But yeah, I mean, I did quite like the Halloween decorations, like the pumpkin stuff. Like, I always love looking at Halloween decorations, and that's pretty much it. The Sandman theme song, I always do love that theme song. I couldn't get that theme song once in a while, but even that thing saves this film. I mean, yeah. Sorry for anyone who likes this movie. I just could never get into this one. Like to me, this is definitely the worst Halloween movie in my opinion. I even prefer Halloween 4, 5, and even 6 over Season of the Witch. That's how pretty bad it is. So, yeah, sad to say Halloween 3, just were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Himu signing off.